Okay, now we're gonna add some yarn to our warp strings that we just created on our loom. Some people like to tape the edge of their yarn just to make it easier to go through. I just find it's easy just for my fingers to pull it through. So I'm gonna start on my very first row at the bottom. I'm gonna start under, just because that kind of holds that yarn down. Under, and then you're gonna go over, and then under, over this one, under, over, and it doesn't matter how many you have, how many warp strings you have, because it'll end up working out just fine. And then you're gonna pull your yarn all the way to the edge, and you're gonna leave a little tail right here. So your tail, you probably want that to be about, I would say, a finger length. And then you're gonna push it down just so that it hits the bottom of your warp strings. And now you're gonna bring it back. You can kind of bundle it up if you need to in your hand. And you're gonna go back the other way. So a lot of times I'll just pick up my whole chunk of yarn, but this time I'm going, how we went under this side, now we're gonna be going, see this one is on top of this string, so we want it to go under. Because if you don't go under and have it loop around, you're gonna lose your string when you come around. See how it grabs onto this warp string? So we went under this one, so we're going to go over that one. And you can see, oh, look what I did. So I ended up going over 2. So I'm gonna need to go back through, and that's okay. You kind of get the hang of it once you get into a rhythm. So this went under, so now this one goes over, so I need to go under that one. And then pull it through, and see it grabs onto this. So this one is under, now we're going over again. So we have under, first over, under, over, under, over. So the next one we're gonna go over that, over the top. We're gonna gather our yarn up again, and then we're gonna go back through on this side. Since we went over the top of this one, we're gonna go under it this time. See how it catches? Now if you don't go under and you go over it again, then you'll skip. You'll end up skipping that one, and then you won't have as tight of a weave. So then we're gonna go under, over, and you don't wanna pull too tight because you'll end up just getting a really, it'll look kind of like an hourglass. So you just kind of wanna gently run it through because you want your weaving to be pretty rectangular. Then you'll go over, under, and then you just repeat that until you get all the way up to the top. Now, if you feel like you have a lot of holes in between, you can kind of scrunch it down a little bit, but don't smash it because then it'll fill up your loom really quickly and you might not have enough yarn left over, okay? So that is how we begin weaving.